Hi guys, so you're starting a new topic and again we're learning how to solve inequalities. The LEQ that I want you guys to think about today is how is solving an inequality similar or different than solving an equation, because you guys already at this point know how to solve equations. So I want you guys to see how it's different or similar to inequalities, okay? So I'm going to go back to the question that I had you guys answer already. I asked some of you guys to think about like what these symbols actually meant. Some of you guys were right on, spot on. I do want to kind of go over what these mean, okay, because that's pretty important. We're going to be seeing these symbols a lot more, okay? These are inequality symbols. So I'm going to just write this up here. These are our inequality symbols that you guys will be seeing from now on, okay? This one here is less than. So whenever you see this symbol right here, that's less than. Now, a lot of people still get these confused. So one little trick that I like to show you guys is like, if it looks like an L, like this one here looks like an L, and if you can write less in it, then that's your less than one, okay? Then the other one, you know, is if that's less, if this is less than, then you know that this one's going to be greater than. And then this one again, I can write my less on there. So this is less than or equal to. Okay, and then this one here would be greater than or equal to. Okay, so those are inequality symbols. Again, that's what they mean. If you can write less inside of it, like here I can't write less, but here I can, then you know that's a less than symbol. That's greater than, less than or equal to, and then greater than or equal to. Okay, so those are symbols that we're going to be using quite often now. Now, how do I use these inequalities? The first thing that I want you guys to think about is like they are very similar to equations. So I'm going to start with this example here. So let's say I have, so given the inequality, I'm going to say x plus 3 is less than 2. I'm just going to ask you guys this question. What values of x would make the inequality true? Okay, so given this inequality, what values of x would make this whole thing true? So I'm saying a number plus 3 is less than 2. So let me just throw this out there. If I have 5 for x, so if I replace this with a 5 plus 3, that's 8, right? Is that less than 2? No, that's not going to work. So I have to try something else, something smaller maybe. What if I make x equal to 0? 0 plus 3, that's going to be 3. Is that less than 2? No. I have to go smaller even. So let me try, if I had 0, I'm going to go with -1. -1 plus 3. What is that? -1 plus 3. That's 2, right? Is 2 less than 2? Still not true. 2 is not less than 2. 2 is actually equal to 2. If I had this symbol here, right here, then I could say that was true, but I don't. This is only less than. So I can say, let me go smaller than that, -2. If I have -2 here, plus 3, -2 plus 3, -2 plus 3, what is that? That's 1. 1 is less than 2. That would be true. And there's more values. I can go even smaller. I can say -3. -3 plus 3, that's going to be 0. 0 is less than 2. Okay, so just so that you kind of get the idea. But I'm going to show you how to actually solve this so that you can actually make sense of it. Okay, so if I have x plus 3 is less than 2, I'm going to solve it like a regular equation. Okay, so solve like an equation. And this is going to tell you what values of x would be true, okay? So solve it like an equation. Now, again, I'm going to kind of do like my little wall here because this is like my inequality symbol. It's almost like my equal sign. I can do my wall there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the additive inverse. And I know that that's -3 here. And then I know I'm left with, that's going to cancel. X, combine like terms, x is less than, what is this? 2 minus 3, -1. So anything less than -1 would make that true. Okay, so it has to be less than -1. So then what values would make that true? If x is less than -1, then I know I'm talking about less than -1. I'm talking about, I'm just going to draw this number line really quick. -1, 0, 1, 2, -2, -3, -4. So if x is everything that's less than -1, so I know it's everything that is less than, so I can even go to -5, -6, -7, -8. All the values on this side would make this a true statement. Okay? All right, so I want you to go ahead and think about this for a second. Go ahead and make sure you have these notes copied down. And I will post another video in a second.